Dear friends, welcome to our channel, Tengri Worldwide Collectibles. Today is video number 8 of our fauna stamp collection. It's album number 8, so let's have a look on this. So let me show you this stamp first. So this very first page, and I like this stamp really a lot. Really beautiful. This album is something different. The difference between this album and what I show you in previous video is simply this collection. This all the stamps from this album bought my father. As you maybe already know, so I made a huge break in stamp collecting. So more than 10 years I didn't collect any stamp, nothing. I bought nothing, and my father did it basically for me. Sometimes he came across a few stamps and he bought it sometimes. And this album's what you see, what he collected all over the years for me. Just wanted to show you these old stamps. Look at this. So I always love some old stamps. Always nice to watch. Let's move on to another page. You got a really big sheet of the Austrian stamps. This is from the horse school, Spanish horse school in Vienna. It's a very nice place. And there's a lot old stamps from Australia. Let me show you something. So Australia made a few really nice fauna stamps as well. Also in very early years. Yes, here we go. Yeah, let's show you the last one, some koala, of course. Great. Here we go. Very small stamps, as you can see over here. These are some stamps from Korea. This is the one set, but in different versions. Great one. Yeah, here we go. This is a nice stamp block from the Czech Republic. And we got a few pages of the Czechoslovakia country, the older ones. With the numbers, he bought basically one day some album from Czechoslovakia and put all the fauna stamps in this particular album. Here we go. Nice to have in the collection. Not really not my favorite ones. They looks very similar so to each other, but looks great. Here we go. Some butterflies over here. It's beautiful. So I always talk about I made a big break of collecting of stamps and all that stuff, but never told why I did it. So there's so many different reasons. It was about 12 years ago. First reason, of course, back in the days I just really had not much money left for any hobby, so I went to learning, to the schools, and yeah, some struggles with some financial issues always, and it was not really fun to collect further. So this was, of course, the first reason. Second reason is like more interesting, but yeah, you know, we went all the time here and there on the flea market selling some stuff, and we bought also some stamps for selling. And a few years it was really nice. It was really nice to sell it. So it were many buyers on the markets. You know, all this type of people, like older guys who, you know, 60s, 70s, they basically brought from us many stamps. So it was really good business, side business to selling some stamps. It was always nice to have some extra cash for it. But one day or like one time, you know, this hobby, you just like feels like nobody interested in it anymore, you know. So you're going to the flea market to sell some stamps, but it was a time from one day to another day you feel like nobody interested, you know. It was the time we never sold any stamps anymore. This is yeah, it was really sad time. The thing is, we got really many buyers on the flea markets who bought some stamps from us, but most of them, they are like really as sad as it sounds, but they died actually. You know, you hear of them. So where's Hans, for example? You know, so you ask somebody from his friends, and you didn't know, so he already died, so a few weeks ago or a few months ago. So basically the many really hardcore stamp collectors in Germany, I would say, they are already gone, as sad as it sounds, or you know, they are already so old, and they just only a few people on the flea market right now sell some or buy some stamps actually. And it felt back in the days like the hobby is completely dying. So it was like really sad to watch, and so it was also the time where I struggled with some money problems a little bit. So I put it some pause for my hobby. Yeah, sad time, I don't know. And I was making a big collecting breaks at many years. About 5 years I didn't collect nothing. So so not that great story, but this is one of the issues, I guess. Yeah. So I talked too much already, but you saw all this nice Czechoslovakia stamps. Let me show you these older stamps. Here we go. Great. Lions, always nice to have in the collection some lions. So I got also another story for you. I got about 10, 11 albums in my collection, and one day I just thought, you know what? I need some money, so I go and sell it on the market, on one of the shops where I bought some stamps over the years. And I just thought, okay, if I am able to sell it for about 200 euros, So I want for the whole collection 2,000 euros, and if I can sell for 2,000 euros, so I'm happy with that. Because, you know, many years I bought the stamps. I knew the prices, what I paid for it, and I went to one of the shops in Salzburg. In Salzburg, actually, and so brought one album with me. So I don't know exactly what kind of album was it, but I just brought it to him, and yeah, wanted to sell. He just basically really laughed at me and said, "You know what? You will get lucky if you just really get only 20 euros for it. So if you want to, you can leave the album, you get your 20 euros, and but no more than this." And this is actually was the like a absolutely finish line for my collecting journey. So of course I didn't sell it for 20 euros. So because I knew I was really mad at that time, because you know, at the same shop a few years ago, many years, I went there, bought some stamps all the time, and bought always as I was in the shop, it was like 50 euros or more bills, you know, for the stamps. And he told me at the same time, so he, for the whole album, he's only able to give me 20 euros, and I am lucky if I get it. So I just told me, no, never ever I will sell any stamps. They just leave it on the shelves somewhere, and that's it. So, but it was like ultimate, you know, kick for ending my collecting journey in stamps. Here we go. So many nice USA stamps. So this is kind of sad story. A few different events made me to break the collection a little bit. So make a different, made a stop. Nowadays, I watch many collectors videos, and I see it's the hobby is not dying. So of course, there's many people who went from hobby, you know, because the people, most of the people still the older generation, not that much younger people, but the hobby is far from dying. People collecting stamps, and I'm glad to make a video for you to to show some stamps from my collection too. So I hope you enjoy it somehow. Let's see something. I always like this older stamps. This is the reason why I show you something from Chile. There we go. What do you think about my little explanation, my little story about the collecting? What do you think? Do you think collecting stamps is a dying collecting direction? Is it a dying hobby? Has it a future for you? And yeah, what would you do if somebody tell you, you know, this big album with 60 pages only cost 20 euros, nothing more? This is a nice stamp sheet. All right. And yeah, as I said, my father bought all the stamps for me. I'm very glad he did it. So he kept buying, kept investing a little bit. So basically, Basically, the next pages are all these different types of blocks, what he bought somewhere. Sad things about this is just only he bought, so my father bought all the stamps, but me as a collector, I don't have the personal attachment, so I don't feel the personal enjoyment for it. So, if you buy it by yourself, if you collect by yourself, so you got another emotional feeling to your collection. So this album, it's nice to have, of course, and I'm really glad he bought all this stuff, but I'm not able to tell you any story about these stamps anymore. Why I bought it, why I enjoyed it, So some stamps what I bought for my collection personally. So it's something different, something really special about some of this, I mean, fauna stamps are always beautiful to watch, to have, Also, if you see another videos from the other collectors, it's just really like enjoyment. So this is the reason what I make these videos about my stamp collection, because I really like to watch our people show their collections to us. So, and it's a lot of fun. So this is the reason why I show it for you too. As you can see, a bunch of blocks. I don't think they are worth much money, maybe some of them, but nice to have it anyways. From Korea, actually beautiful stamps too. There we go, also from Korea. This is kind of nice, Somewhere I got the single stamps too, but nice to have this version of the stamps. Tuvalu, I got it in another album too. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stamp over here. Moving forward, beautiful butterfly stamp. Yeah. This is video number 8 of my fauna collection. Only 2 videos left. After I make all 10 videos, I will move to make the videos in the Russian language, because most of our audience are Russian speaking people across the globe, but most of them are understand Russian, speak Russian, and sometimes here and there we'll make my video in English too, but for the most of the part later I make a video in Russian language. Yeah, some different countries. This is a beautiful series. Benin. Some series from Benin. Great. I'm not sure if they are full series. As you see, it's only two stamps. I don't think it's a full series over here. Look at this. I like this side. I think these series are very beautiful. somehow it is very beautiful stamp. Something special is about here. And I like this series a lot. Let me show you maybe this. Here we go. Also something special about Lesotho. Very great. Here we go. Yeah, and what I told you about the stamp hobby is dying, so it's not a joke. So it's really, I think it really is. It's not really dying, but it's you know, it's not much longer very popular hobby. You know, sometimes you really come across some stamps albums like for really cheap amount of money. You know, so my father brought a few weeks ago some nice albums from Fauna stamps. So 4 albums altogether. So, but it's a, you know, there's not so much stamps, but we will show you. We will show you in the next videos these albums, and every of these albums was only 10 euros for album. Like, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing, and you very often come across these albums like this, and it's very sad. Of course, it's nice to for me. You see these stamps. Indonesia, so beautiful stamps. Look at this. So beautiful little stamps over here. No, just leave it like this. All right, moving forward. Some stamps from the old Germany, from the letters. Here we go. Let's have a look over here. A bunch of stamps like this with the bird on this. Thank you to my father for buying all these beautiful stamps. Yes, always nice to see some this white leopard or snow leopard. Great. Let's go, moving forward. I like this series a lot with the pandas. Let's have a look at this too. Wow. Yugoslavia. Wow, let me show you this one. Island. Amazing. Yes. And some letters for you to watch. From Greenland, Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein, always nice to see some stamps. My friends,